Welcome to another edition of Zach's Rank Buy. I am Brian Boland, and I'm the aggressive growth stock strategist here at Zach's. And I've got two more names for your aggressive growth radar screen. And this week, it's internet software names. Tech stocks have been moving, so let's take a look at what we got here. So first one's going to be Zuora. ZUO is the ticker. ZUO, Zuora. It is Zach's rank number one strong buy. It's got an A for growth and a D for value. And you know that I love to see the growth and value divergence there. What does that mean? That means growth investors are going to love this stock. Value investors, not so much. And because they're inherently looking at different things, I got to see a different score on the Zach style score there. So got a $1.3 billion company. And they make these, let's see, it's like the revenue collection, small business. They're using, there it is, Zuora, RevPro, CPQ, so billing. They do all these little things for small businesses. They're like a point of sale resource and get companies understanding what's going on with their sales. All right, so let's look at the numbers as we think about investing in this, because you kind of have good numbers before you invest in anything. Are you beating the number? And over the last year, we can see 4 straight beats, and they are all good-sized beats coming in at an average of 85%. On an absolute basis, 9 to 12 to 11 to 19. So that strong most recent beat is why this one is getting possibly a little bit more attention. Are the earnings estimates moving higher? We see this quarter moving from 10 cents to 12 cents. Next quarter, big jump, 13 cents to 14 cents. That puts the full year going up from 42 cents to 56 cents, and next year, 52 to 62 cents. Estimates moving in the right direction. Get rid of all of them. That's one of them. All right, and are we growing? Are we growing the top line? $458 million this year for 6.2%. Next year, $488 million, we'll call it, at 6.4%. So a little bit acceleration on growth there. Kind of steady. So what are you getting for 6% growth? You are going to get 15 times earnings and 6.7 times book. So the earnings multiple there is a little bit lower than what it could be. Broader markets trading closer to 22 times. I could easily see this going up to 18 times. Price to book, asset slim model. So not a lot of assets on the books, as we would say, but 2.3 times sales, or 2.9. So that's got a good chance of moving. So the story here is the operating margins. They're going from negative and going to be heading to positive. And we can see they're moving with multiples of 4 here. So 12, almost 13 to -8 to -4. I mean, next quarter, we should be close to break even there on the operating margin end. And that is going to bring a lot more eyeballs to that stock. So let's see what it has done of late. We look at this chart. And the whole pandemic, the world's going to die, and we're okay. Stimulus going crazy. Tech wreck of 22 sends this thing down, cut by 2/3 almost. And we're struggling in this zone between 12 and call it 8. But the estimates, they keep on improving. They keep on telling me things are going to get better. So with margins heading to, break even there and positive, this thing has potential to really catch fire here and get to that upper end, get to that 12, and then start testing 14. And it looks like 15 will be the sticky area there. But that is a long way away, as the stock is $8 right now. All right, that's our first one. Let's go to our second name on the docket here. And we've got BlackLine. BL is the ticker. And we know from its 2 tickers, it trades the New York Stock Exchange, and therefore it's going to be bigger. All right, so Zach's ranked number 1, strong buy. B for growth, F for value. Again, I got that divergence. We got a $3 billion market cap. And if I remember right, BlackLine is a internet software for banks, finance, and accounting. Yep. So the banks have been doing okay of late. And therefore, the ecosystem, would be an ecosystem name for the financials. So they've been beating the number, as we can see. Although the beats have gotten maybe a little bit smaller on the beat side, we see 51 to 69, then 54, 58. So we're up pretty good, and at 24.5% positive surprise on the average basis over the last year. Are your estimates moving up? And that's what the Zach Strength's all about. So 51 to 52. I like it. 51 to 52 again. That's going to bring the full year to 212 up to 214. Next year going 216 to 222. All moving in the right direction. Slowly but surely wins the race. Maybe not the most sexy of names, but, it's providing a tech service to banks. All right, $650 million on top this year, just about 10% growth. 7-Eleven. Going to get a Slurpee with that one. All right, so growth slightly decelerating, but very good chance that it ticks a little higher once they give guidance for next year, and that's coming soon. All right, what's their valuation look like? It's, one more richly valued here, 25 times, and a price to book at 10, and a price to sales 5. We're showing solid growth of 11, and look at these operating margins. It goes to 3.5 to 14.7. That is a gigantic move there. That's pending the next quarterly report, which is coming up in a little while. But obviously, if they keep that trend up, that stock is going to react positively. Take a look at the chart. Pandemic, we're all going to die, but there's all sorts of QE coming into the market. Tech wreck in 22. And now we're hanging out, and just like the other internet software name, we've been hanging out in a range here while the estimates keep on telling us things are getting better and better. Clearly, if this stock has another big operating margin move, then this stock's going to be well over 70. And you could see there 75 would be the next test level, according to my range. And at $54 a share, that's plenty of profit potential for you. All right, that's BlackLine for you. BL is. All right, that is it for this week. Be sure to join me next week when I give you 2 more names for your aggressive growth radar screen. But until then, why don't you go to Zacks.com/promo and check out all of our latest